Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Seven Sparrows Farm. I am solo mio right now, so forgive the bad audio or bad camera work. My cameraman is not here with me, but I'm in the garden, and so I wanted to take a second to show you guys some things about the way I trellis my tomatoes. If you haven't seen that original video, go ahead and check that out now, and then this will make a whole lot more sense as far as how you maintain them once you trellis them. Okay, so if you guys have seen my original video on how we do our indeterminate tomatoes, we have this trellising system here where we have a 7-foot T-post with a little PVC T-piece, 3/4 EMT conduit, and then we have strings. We have a string tied at the bottom that my vertical strings are tied into. Some people just bury the vertical string. I've just never done it that way. I don't know. You could probably totally do that. So all you do then is you wrap the growing stem around that vertical string, and that kind of helps it from wobbling to one side or the other, and it helps to hold up the weight of the fruit and all that kind of stuff. And that sounds great. Except these indeterminate tomatoes don't want to be just one main stem. So they're forever growing these little suckers. So this is my main stem, as you can see, and anywhere that a leaf comes out of the main stem, right there in that angle, there's going to be this little baby that wants to come out and basically make a whole new tomato plant. So what I have to do periodically is just go in and pinch these guys out. I don't even need clippers or anything. They're super simple. But one thing you need to know is wherever you have fruit coming in, so see my little flowers there? Right below that, the angle right below that is going to have like this mega stem come out. I don't know why, but that's just how they do. So that one's a little bigger and you gotta stay on top of them. Sometimes that sucker that's right below some fruit will even be so big that it almost looks like a second leader. So you just have to trace it back and figure out what you're gonna do. Now these can save you if something were to happen to the growing point of your plant, but for the most part, I just go ahead and break them out. So besides kind of winding my vine up around this string and pulling out suckers every once in a while, there's a couple more things you got to keep on top of. This particular variety is called Ponderosa, and I have no idea why it does this, but it will have a flower cluster, but it doesn't just produce a flower cluster. On that same stem, it will produce another stem that tries to like become a whole plant. It will complete with growing tip, and it will try and like grow after the flowers. So you have to choose where you're going to end it. I try and end it pretty close to the main stem just for the sake of weight and such. But that's just, I've seen 1 or 2 varieties do this. I don't know why, but it's just something else to keep on top of. The last thing I want to show you is this here. I have already pulled out a sucker from this leaf node, and I don't know what's different about how I did it or why I did it or whatever, but another one has grown. And I always break them out right at the base like I just did to that one. So I'm not sure why this one was able to regrow, but that does happen. So, just because you did it down lower doesn't mean you don't need to go just eyeball it and make sure nothing else grew. Well, I hope that was helpful. And if you want to see more videos on tomatoes, check out the video on the left. And YouTube thinks you would like the one on the right.